This video will contain spoilers for Kamen Rider Zeztz from basically like as much as it's out right now, up until episode 23. And goddamn, what an episode that was! Like, holy shit. This is definitely a major turning point in the story because Baku, the main character, is like, he's a completely different, like, his motivations are completely different now. But they also hinted at like him still being his former self, but like he's going to portray this personality to do what needs to be done. And they killed Nox. What the hell? What the hell? Like, okay, like when he first died, I was like, there's no way he's dead, right? I mean, the same reaction I had last episode when Nox freaking pulled out an actual gun and killed Agents 5 and 6. And I'm like, what? Okay, I have some issues with the previous episode because like Zeztz overall has been quite slow, right? It's a slow burn, and then the last couple episodes it's just like they decide to speed up everything, and it's like I don't know how to feel about that. It's like a little bit of a pacing issue, but last episode didn't, the previous episode didn't work for me, but this episode did. So like I'm very conflicted on how I feel about the show. You know, like it's quite it's quite opposite of how Gav was last year, because Gav was like a really good, a real great character story, right? It was a great character-driven plot. The relationships in there are very well written, but like the Gav story is very simple. It's just like a metaphor for drug dealing, criminal organizations, and like a little bit of cannibalism maybe. God was quite dark in terms of like themes and everything. But like God's story was quite simple, good fight bad. But here is like the character work isn't that great in my opinion. But like the story is really interesting, you know, because that's up until the last couple episodes. It's like every episode has a different case, and like lately each case has been not every episode, every 2 episodes. Like the case lasts for 2 episodes, which I really appreciate. And every one of those cases are like at first Zeztz started, and then they started introducing this concept of the nightmares and the dream world and everything, and it was interesting. And then like around like episodes 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, around that part, it started feeling like, okay, when are things gonna get, you know, more interesting than this? It's like Nox did get introduced around there, and then I was like, you know, well, cool, secondary writer, you know? Usually secondary writers start off butting heads with the main writer, and then they team up later. And this guy is like, he was introduced to like have Baku have like doubts about code, about the organization that he works for. Like it starts being revealed that they're not all good, you know, which is in line with most Kamen Rider stories. Because Kamen Rider, from the beginning, from the very first Kamen Rider season, it's like the power of the riders are derived from the evil that he fights, and it's usually like that every season, right? Almost every season, it's usually like that. And here they're doing kind of the same thing, but also with a little bit of a twist. Like, it's not exactly evil, but it's not exactly good either. It's very like both sides that are fighting each other are in the morally gray position. And then Baku, the main character, he's like the morally good one. And then Nox, at first, he was a very intriguing character. He's the one who's introduced these morally gray elements to the supposed good guys of the show. And then afterwards, he just kind of like kept doing it. like he never progressed from when he was introduced. Like we did find out more about him. Like he used to be an agent for Code, and like he's like, you know, every episode he shows up, he's like, oh, Code is bad. I hate Code. I'm gonna kill some people. Like that's what he does. Every episode he shows up, he says the same thing. He says some like ominous, cryptic stuff, and then Baku fights him, and then like that's it. His best episode was the episode he officially became Kamen Rider Nox. Although like, I think it's ridiculous that like they don't call these suits Kamen Riders, but they're just like Code Agent suits, I guess. But yeah, the episode where he officially became the Kamen Rider Nox Knight, is like his best episode, where like he confronted his, you know, his nightmare, his trauma, and it was great. And then afterwards, he's just there. So like I was just like, every episode I was waiting for them to explain more. You know, like why does he hate Code so much? Like I get it. Code treated him like an expendable agent. Code left him to die. And then like that's his reason for like bringing out nightmares and like almost killing like people, killing children. And I'm like, what? Okay, I don't think Nox is a very well written character, but and then he dies. He died. This latest episode, the secondary writer died. Like, and I don't think he's coming back. Maybe, I don't know. Because like these shows are very toy driven, so like they often bring back characters they killed to sell more twice, I guess. Like the most annoying case was in Kamen Rider Double, where like they had the most emotional death scene ever, and then they brought it back next episode. So yeah, anyways, so Catastrophe form, I freaking love it. It looks so awesome. Like he's so like baked out, and like it makes sense with like the turn of his characters, right? He saw Kureha and Agent 5. I don't even remember his name. Okay, wait. I'm sorry, this isn't scripted, so like I'm rambling. I'm rambling on and on. Okay, well let's talk about the Catastrophe form first. It came out of nowhere. Like it is awesome. But it came out of nowhere. I don't think, unless I'm missing something, I don't think there was any build up to the Catastrophe form. That's one of my issues with the last episode. It's like, oh, it came out because he was angry. Okay, like it came out of nowhere, and then Agent 5 and 6. I wish their deaths had a lot more impact. Like apparently it had impact on Baku's character because like he's like this goody two shoes and whatnot, and their deaths are what basically like the trigger for like what's been building up all this time, like to make him go, I need to be edgy now, you know. But like there was no like there wasn't much build up to their characters. I thought Kureha and Agent 5 would last for like at least the next 5 or 6 episodes. Right? Kureha just got introduced, had her own character arc, and then she just died. What? Like she became a code agent writer one episode. The next episode she just dies. Like. What the hell? Same thing with Agent 5, he lasted 1 episode, okay? Like, I feel like they just killed him off for shock value, and like, I feel like the show was slow in parts that it shouldn't have been slow in, and then it's super fast in parts that it shouldn't have been fast in. So yeah, the show has a major pacing issue, in my opinion. And you know, I was really looking forward to like seeing more of Kureha, like the first female writer in the show. Well, a writer, because like she's technically not a writer for some stupid reason. And because, you know, I'm familiar with the actress from King Oger, Papillon Oger. I love King Oger. So like, and she was great in King Oger, and like, I thought this was gonna be another, you know, another situation like in Gav. We had Kamen Rider From, who was Kirame Silver. And here, we have Papillon Oger becoming the tertiary writer here, and then she died. It's great. Okay, but like I said, last episode, the episode where she died, didn't work for me. It was more of like oh my god, I can't believe they did that. Shock value. And this episode did work for me because their deaths had impact on Baku's character. He had this very interesting conversation with Nem about like abandoning his former naive self and becoming the dream personality in the real world as well. And I thought that was very interesting. But once again, like it would have been more impactful if it had a little more build up to it. But yeah, I think it still works. And I think like the episode 23 was a great episode. You know, and yeah, they introduced more mysteries to it. Like apparently the nightmares are Baku's creations, like because like he has the urge for destruction or something, which I hope they answer soon. Or maybe take your time. I don't know. Just have a good pace, dude. Like holy shit. And the lady, the supposed main villain of the show, I don't know. She could at this point she could die next episode for all we know. You know, Zero is still dead, by the way. Like I mean, his robot self is dead. His real self is somewhere else. I don't know where. And Agent 3 is here. Like he's intimidating kind of, and he's quite something. He's quite something. Next episode he'll be transforming, and yeah, I'm interested. And I'm really like oh yeah, as I was saying, the main villain, the lady, she's revealed to be Nem's mother. So I'm very interested to see like her past and her origins next episode. I hope they don't kill her because you know last episode, this episode, killing 3 agents, including Nox, was more of like a shock value. I mean Nox's death did work. But I don't know. I feel very conflicted about this. Anyways, if you've seen the show, if you have any thoughts, comment down below. I think that's all I have to yap about. Yeah. Anyway, so like we're almost, you know, I mean this is basically the halfway point of the show because like it's gonna be 50 episodes maybe. Now it's episode 23, so yeah, I'm interested, but also like cautiously optimistic about the rest of the show. I hope they have better pacing. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. Kamen Rider Zeztz, episode 24. I'm still processing what just happened. I'm still thinking. I'm still processing because that ending. Spoilers, by the way. Spoilers for Kamen Rider Zeztz up until episode 24. That was an ending. Holy, a lot happened this episode, and I can't even like I don't know how to feel about it. Okay, the episode itself was great. There was a lot of aura forming moments, and we finally see that we finally know Nem's backstory, and the lady is like, she conceived Nem in the dreaming, which gives me major Sandman vibes because they also had like a major plot point of a child born in the dream. And here it's kind of the same thing. She's born from nightmares, but yeah, and I called it last episode. What the hell? I said it was, for all we know, the lady could die this episode, and she did. Oh my god. And yeah, like it's revealed in the end that everything's a dream. Everything that's been happening up to this point has been a bad dream that Baku is in, and I don't know how to feel about it because we still have like 25 episodes to go, and we're like at the halfway point of the show, and they pulled this, and then in the trailer for next episode we see all the dead characters back alive again. So like I'm curious how the story is going to unfold. At this point I can't even guess anymore. I can't guess where the story is going. It's it's gone in very different directions, and like this ending I guess kind of explains a lot of the things that we were questioning about, and it's wow. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the rest of the episodes. This was a great episode, but I don't know how to feel about the ending. I'm a little conflicted on it. Yeah.